Hey everyone, it's Erik here on Daily Mail FDM, and this week we're talking about our future surgery plans, obviously related to transness. Exciting. Surgery for me is something I think about a lot, like probably way more than I probably should, and I probably should never ever say probably that many times in a sentence. For my top surgery, I know exactly what doctor I want to go to, and I'm actually in the process right now of working on being able to get top surgery. I have discovered an insurance linked to Ohio Medicaid, which I'm already on an Ohio Medicaid plan, but this one is another Ohio Medicaid plan. I think very similar to the one I currently have, except it covers top surgery. So I am working on being able to switch over to that. So there's like this car outside. It is for anyway. I'm working right now to try and switch my insurance. If anybody is curious to know, this insurance is called Paramount, in case this might be something that you want to look into. I 100% am going to Dr. Medali. I will not go to anybody else in this whole country. I will only go to Dr. Medali for several reasons. First of all, I only live an hour away from Cleveland. Makes life pretty easy when it comes to recovery. Plus, you don't have to pay for hotels and all kinds of stuff like that. I can recover at home, snuggle with my kitty, play video games, do all that fun stuff while I'm recovering, because I'm not going to be able to do a whole lot, but I'm pretty sure I'll be able to move my fingers and thumbs. I don't think that requires any chest muscle. So, that's reason number one. Reason number two, if you guys haven't checked out transbucket.com, I've looked at all of his results, and even results from several years ago look at least alright. The ones recently look fantastic. Unfortunately, I haven't found any pictures on there that resemble my chest enough to where I can figure out if I'm going to be getting double incision or peri. I personally think that I'm right on the cusp. I don't know what Dr. Medali will think. I know for him, his argument is usually elasticity of the tissue. Trigger warning, I don't know what all I'm about to say, so yeah, just prepare yourself if you actually continue watching this, or are watching this to begin with. But he says, if you wanted to get the keyhole procedure, or really for him it's just periareolar, keyhole is actually something different for those of you who don't know. It's technically, that's where they like cut around and then there's like a little slit down as well. But in order to do that, I guess you need a lot of skin elasticity, which usually is damaged by binding for so long. I personally think I have kept pretty decent elasticity, so oh god, I'm so sweaty. I don't know. I'm cool with either procedure. Obviously, if I had the choice, I would choose peri. I'm not 100% yet against a revision in the future, but I don't know, it all depends on what he says when I actually go into a consultation. If he says, you're good for peri, I'll go peri. If he says, you should probably go double incision, I'm not going to argue with the doctor. But those are my plans. I hope to have that done before next August, because next August I will be going off to college, and I don't want to have to deal with top surgery while I'm in college. And I don't want to have to wait 4 years until after college to do it, so I basically have a 1-year period to get top surgery, or I have to wait or try to somehow squeeze that into a art school schedule. So that's not fun. That's very stress-inducing. So I'm really glad that I found out about this insurance, so that'd be good. Now, as far as I suppose I should talk about hysterectomy. I don't know. I really haven't thought about it. I figured you get your hysterectomy when you get bottom surgery, and I have definite plans for bottom surgery. I don't know, obviously, when I'm going to be able to get bottom surgery. I'm 17, almost 18, and I have, like, no money, and no insurance that will even come close to covering that. So, I've looked around at some doctors, and I am between 2 doctors currently, and, I suppose I should mention, I have kind of ruled out metoidioplasty for 2 reasons. First of all, Mentally, it would worry me so much. I would be constantly thinking about what would happen if there was a situation in which I had to be, like, bottom half naked for some reason, or I don't know, whatever, and somebody saw that. I think it would worry me. And reason number 2, so far I haven't had too much growth downstairs. I did have, like, a recent, I don't know, growth spurt? Sorry if that's too much information. I suppose you should have, I'll put a trigger warning in the description. Sorry. But that would stress me out too much to know, okay, well, if somebody sees that, they might have some questions or concerns. And I don't want to even have that doubt, even if it has, like, no actual truth behind it, even if it makes just no sense, it still bothers me, and I don't want to have to think about it at all. So for me, phalloplasty is what I want. I would want, you know, the full vaginectomy, hysterectomy, phalloplasty, scrotoplasty, just the whole works. And as far as, like, an erectile device, I think I would just go for the semi-rigid rod, just because I don't want to do any pumps. I don't want to have to deal with things breaking. No thank you. But, as far as doctors that I've looked into for phallo, there's really only 2. And I've only seen some results from the one. The other one I haven't really seen much from. I have thought about Dr. Curtis Crane in San Francisco. He's the one I haven't really seen. Everybody seems to go to him, but nobody seems to post pictures. I think there was, like, I think there were 2 different bottom surgeries from him, and I don't even know if they were both phalloplasties on TransBucket. The other doctor I've been thinking about is Dr. Christopher in Brighton? I know he's in England, that's all I remember. I like his results. Obviously going over to England for surgery, but going to either place would be difficult for me, because I don't have anywhere to stay in either place, so that would be a lot of money. But I suppose England would probably be a hell of a lot more. But I don't know where I'll be living by the time I can actually afford this or have insurance to do so. So we'll see what happens with that, but those are the doctors I've considered to do my phalloplasty in the way future. I'm thinking, like, 10 years from now, I might be able to afford that. But you never know. I don't know what's going to happen. Maybe some sort of miracle will happen. I don't know. Maybe I'll hit the lottery even though I never play. So those are my surgery plans. Within the next year, I want to get top surgery before I go to college, for sure. Go up to Dr. Medali, get either peri or double incision. We'll see what he says. And I'll just get my hysterectomy when I get bottom surgery, which will be phallo in either England or San Francisco. We'll see. But I don't know if you guys have any, like, information. If you have gone to Dr. Crane and don't feel, like, too nervous about sharing your results with me, that would be super great, and I would give you, like, a metaphorical cookie. I don't know. I would love to see some more results. I would like to see some more guys being comfortable being able to show those results on the internet. Because I've seen a lot of people will just mock their results even though maybe they're in stage 1 or 2 of a 2 to 3 stage surgery. And maybe they're early in their healing or something and they've posted a picture and somebody will go on there and just trash talk it. That's not making people want to post their photos and share, you know, what they've experienced, which is important to us trans guys who are looking for that kind of information. How am I supposed to know which doctor to go to if I don't know what the results look like? And I don't know their complication rate, and I don't know all these things because nobody's sharing anything. So, if you've had any of those surgeries, and even if you've had top surgery with Dr. Medali, I would love to see photos, I'd love to hear your stories. Message me on Tumblr. I'll leave a link in the description, and I will see you all next Saturday.